Linebacker? Okay.
Yes, sir. That's the idea. Obviously, coming from Ohio State, I was mostly at the safety position, but I'm a very versatile player, so I feel like I'll play tomorrow.
What have they told you about that star linebacker position and how it works and why it would be a good fit for you?
Mainly my body type and my physicality, my speed. Players that we have in the team now, they're doing very well at that star position. So my body type, my archetype, I could succeed at that position as well.
How do you kind of reflect on your time at Ohio State? How do you feel like you grew as a player in person there?
I would say obviously a great coach like Coach Day, Coach Tim Walton, Coach Guerrero. They have a lot of great teaching, a lot of experience. So being under a coaching tree like that, you're always going to be a better man, a better person under those people like that.
Jay, at one point were you aware of some of the things the Pitt linebackers were doing, and how much did that impact your decision to see what Kyle and others were able to do last year? How much were you able to watch what the Pitt linebackers did last year? Obviously, probably not during the season, you're busy with your own, but on tape, and what excited you about the way they play?
What mostly excited me was how versatile the linebackers were. So there was a certain coverage I seen where like the star linebacker would be back in the post, next play would be blitzing, playing cover 4. So that really speaks to my playing type. So that's what really intrigued me.
What was it like growing and learning in that Ohio State program, coming from a championship type team?
You said what was it like growing there?
Yeah, what was it just like learning? What are some of the things you can bring from there here?
Mostly like your mentality. Something big that they harped on in Ohio State was accountability and a player-led team, and that's mainly what probably catapulted them to being a national championship team.
Anything else?
Yeah. How big are you now? What's your height and weight?
6'1.5", 209.
How have you been like kind of working with the other linebackers, learning from those guys? Like what's that
linebackers and safeties.
Who have you been like kind of talking to the most or watching film with the most?
You saying from a player's perspective?
Yeah,
or coach? Obviously Kyle, guys like that. Safety room, Coach Sanders. I get a lot of time with him, Coach Manalack. So yeah.
Did you get recruited by Pitt out of high school?
Yes, sir.
What which coaches did you kind of get to know, and were you able to start at?
It was mainly Coach Sanders because in high school, I was playing safety in a nickel position. I didn't really play too much like backer, so I was mainly like a DB in high school.
Is 209 where you think you want to be, or do you think you want to add more weight?
Repeat that.
Is 209 where you want to be when the season starts, or are you looking to add more weight?
I'm just maintaining right now. Yeah, season 209 is good for me. Yeah.
What's your relationship like with Coach Manalack?
It's great. He was the main recruiter when I was on my visit, and we just had countless conversations on my decision of being here. I had other visits lined up, but he was the real sealing piece to me coming here.
How's your impression of Pitt different now than when it was when they were recruiting you in high school?
When you were in high school, you were a highly recruited kid. You could overlook schools like this because you got Ohio State and Georgia and stuff like that coming at you. But I never took a visit here, and I think that probably would have changed my perspective, like actually being here. So once I took my visit here, like it's also unique too when you got the Steelers right next door. I didn't know that in the beginning, but my perspective definitely changed when I took my visit.
What were your first impressions of Coach Narduzzi?
My first impression, it's kind of hard to read sometimes, but when you get to sit down and talk to him, great guy. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Good.